everyone. Stay happy and healthy at home because of this pandemic. I'm happy that so many of you could make it today. It's good to see you all here. Of course, virtually, right? But don't worry, we can make today more fun with the discussion that I'll share to you all. I will explain 5 parts. The first part is about me, the second part is fact, the third part is outline, the fourth part is my topic, and the last is closing. Okay, so let's get started. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Adinda Maharani Fahrani Tias, and my friends usually call me Dinda. I was born on 9 May 2002 at Semarang City. I am a bachelor student of civil engineering at Sukia Pranata Catholic University, Semarang. Previously, I had attended a high school in Semansa, Ungaran. I come from Ungaran. There is took around 13 kilometers from my home to Sukia Pranata Catholic University, Semarang. It's about 20 minutes to get here if the road is not crowded. The reason why I choose civil engineering because Indonesia consists of island and Indonesia is a developing country. So in the future there will be more and more development. And I want to be able to build a building using a good materials and in a good land. So the building that I build can be said to be safe. At the moment, I got completely bored of staying at home all this time. I can meet more friends, I can go outside, we have to wear our masks, we have to wash our hands every time. But we should do that because of COVID-19 is the most scary. To spend my free time, I read some article about construction and I will share to you. Every day, 20,000 buildings were completed. Currently, there are 1,700 million tons of concrete were used in the world. It's all used to make a building construction that exists today. That's so much, isn't it? So, this is some example of building that built by a civil engineer. The first picture is Suramadu Bridge, the second picture is Grand Indonesia Mall, and the last picture is Jatiluhur Dam. It proved that civil engineer is closely related to construction. My talk will take for about 10 minutes and it divided into 3 major parts. The first part is the definition of construction, the second part is the type of construction, and the last part is the stages to make a construction. Last but not least, I will recap and tell you how to make a sturdy building. Don't worry of taking notes, feel free to ask some question. So let's get started. As I said before that I will share to you about the construction. According to website www.blog.clickmro.com, that construction is the object of the entire building, which consists of certain parts or structures. This includes planning the object and materials that will be used for the entire building, starting from the foundation. Therefore, everything in the form of building structures, including other structural units, is also included in the construction category, such as building construction, ship construction, bridge construction, and many more. Okay, that's about the definition of construction. So let's move on the next point and take a look at the picture on the screen. There is some type of construction. The first type is building construction. Early in the process, this construction is planned and drawn by an architect or civil engineer. In its construction, the required materials will support the architectural aspects of the building. In addition, in big cities, this type of construction is often used to build institutional buildings, such as school buildings, universities, government institutions, and many more. The next type is engineering construction. The difference between engineering construction and building construction is the engineering construction is the construction and development project, such as building or repairing roads, excavation, bridge building, and dam building. Engineering construction is usually designed by a particular project expert, and the construction is planned, so it can meet both public and private needs. This construction consists of road construction and heavy construction. Road construction is related to building, opening, repairing, and paving roads. Meanwhile, heavy construction is related to the construction of toll gates, dams, pedestrian bridge, and railroad tracks. In heavy construction, financing is usually carried out by the government or in collaboration with the private sector because the development is intended for public use. The next type is industrial construction. Industrial construction is an industrial project that the construction has special requirements and specifications that need to be met. This is because the development involves more complex calculation for industrial structural needs, but from the technological application to accuracy in structural development planning. The example of industrial construction is oil refineries, the gas industry, mining, and power generation storage. To make a construction, there are several stages that we have to do. The first stage is planning. It took 10%. The planning stage includes readiness and preparation, feasibility studies, design selection, budgeting, financing, and so on. The next stage is design. It took 20%. For the design stage, starting from preliminary design or pre-design periods, which then several designs that have been designed will be selected and eliminated so as to get one final design. The next stage is procurement and auction. It took 30%. In this stage, financing includes the procurement of building materials, construction equipment and supplies, contractor service fees, engineer, architect, and others to be calculated and selected according to the tender or auction winner. In addition, there is also procurement of consultants, which include planning consultant, supervisory consultants, and contractor consultants. The last stage is in implementation. It took 40% because this stage is the most difficult, where construction activities are not just activities in the field, because they also require detailed calculation and problem solving to the possibilities that may occur in the future. Of course, at this stage, construction developers or builders cannot sacrifice the safety of their workers, so safety equipment or security and K3 programs need to be disciplined, applied, and prioritized in their training. Before we continue, let me summarize the point we were discussed. In my opinion, construction is an important point of a building because if the construction is stronger, the safety of the building will also be higher. As David Allan Coe once said, it is not the beauty of a building you should look at, but the construction of the building's foundation that will stand the test of time. Then, how to make a sturdy building? To make a sturdy building, we have to use a supportive tools and we have to assess the condition of the land in that place. Is it suitable for construction or not? Then we have to install the piles so the building can be built. Then we have to use suitable materials for building, such as foundation, cement, steel, wood, and many more. Okay, that I will share to you. If you have any questions, suggestion, or critics, please let me know and write your comment in the comment column below, and I will respond your comment. Thank you for your attention. I'm sorry if there is many wrong words. See you next time. Bye bye.